Good morning. I'm Sheriff Dennis Conard, and we're currently in the Scott County Sheriff's Office Dispatch Center. We are located in the basement of the Scott County Courthouse. The function here is to do dispatching not only for the Sheriff's Department, but for 10 police agencies, 13 volunteer fire departments, and 5 separate EMS services. We've been located here since remodeling in 1999. We are currently staffed by 1 chief dispatcher, 3 lead dispatchers, and then 10 dispatchers. Our normal staffing is 3 dispatchers on the day shift, 3 on the afternoon, and 2 on the night shift. Currently, we're handling, or last year we handled 12,000 911 calls, 11,500 non-911 calls, 405,700 CAD transactions, 966 EMD or emergency medical dispatching calls, 1,860 warrant entries, and 1,720 warrant validations. The dispatch center is currently located adjacent to Scott County's Emergency Operations Center, which is co-located with our Emergency Operations Coordinator, Ross Bergen. This facilitates dispatching during emergency situations and is extremely vital during nuclear power plant exercises and if we would ever have an incident of that nature. We currently are dispatching on an 800 megahertz cycle for our police dispatching and a high band frequencies for our fire dispatching, which are linked so that 800 megahertz is talking to the other frequencies. We also have this type of connection with the city of Davenport on one of their police frequencies to facilitate communications during emergencies. We are currently operating on a Cody dispatching in CAD and report writing system that mirrors what the city of Bettendorf is doing on those functions. So in an emergency, if the city of Bettendorf or Scott County would lose their dispatching capabilities, we could relocate and they could relocate here to continue dispatching with very little interruption of services. The primary issue would be the rerouting of 911 calls.
Good morning. I'm Phil Reddington, Chief of Police, Bettendorf Police Department, and we're currently in our Bettendorf Communication Center. We dispatch for the Bettendorf Police Department and the Bettendorf Fire Department. The Bettendorf Fire Department currently has 20 full-time fire officials and 30 volunteers that assist us in the city. And this Bettendorf Police Department currently has 44 sworn officers with approximately 80 employees altogether. In our dispatch center we have 9 full-time police fire dispatchers and 1 part-time. We usually have 2 full-time dispatchers working at all times. Sometimes between 2 a.m. and 7 a.m. we might slip down to 1. We do have 3 consoles within the dispatch center, and when we operate on special operations, traffic details and things like that, we might have 3 dispatchers working, 1 dedicated to the traffic enforcement. As you can see in our center, it has been remodeled in the last 5 years. We are currently on the Cody communication system. It's a records management system, and we're on the 800 megahertz radio system along with Scott County Sheriff's Department. As you can see with the monitors in the dispatch center, we have the ability to monitor not only the I-74 bridge for traffic congestion, but also a number of high volume intersections within the city. We also have AVL, automated vehicle locate system, to keep track of our squad cars. Our budget for the dispatch center is $586,000 a year, and that includes all benefits. And we are a 24-hour operation, 7 days a week. We average anywhere from 38 to 40,000 calls for service per year. We also average about 41,000 E911 calls into our center a year. There's some duplication there. Usually when there's a 911 call that comes in for, say, a major accident, there's 3 or 4 calls that come in that we count as 911 calls. But the center is active. We serve the city of Bettendorf, and the fire department serves the city of Bettendorf along with Pleasant Valley and Panorama Park and another area out towards the county as far as the fire district.
Good morning, and my name's Mike Bladel, and I am the police chief in the city of Davenport. In the city of Davenport, we have our dispatch center that is located actually just inside the door of the reception area for the Davenport Police Department. The Davenport Police Department is made up of 157 sworn officers and supported by 43 additional civilian staff members. 22 of those staff members are communications clerks or dispatchers. However, part of their duties as communications clerks also is to staff our front reception area. The Davenport Police Department's dispatch center has a minimum staffing requirement of 2 dispatchers. However, we do have 3 councils, and whenever possible and during special events, we do everything we can to make sure that they are fully staffed. The Davenport Police Department handles approximately 160,000 dispatches a year. And at this current time, we actually have dispatched, as of December 1st, 139,900 calls. We have also taken 26,000 reports so far this year and are expecting over 27,000 calls, 27,000 reports will be taken before the end of this cycle, before the end of this year. The Davenport Police Department's budget is approximately $16 million. The equipment in the Davenport Police Department's dispatch center is approximately 16 years old, and it is a blend of old and new, of VHF, UHF, and 800 trunk system, but the 800 trunk is basically just for data. It does not have a direct link into our record system. However, we do have an exceptionally fine but very ancient computer-aided automated CAD system.
Medcom. What's the address of your emergency?
Good morning, my name is Linda Frederickson. I'm the Executive Director of Medic Ambulance in Davenport, Iowa. We're standing directly in front of our dispatch center. We call it Medcom. And Medcom has been in operation since 1991 and has been a 24-hour operation since 1995. We began giving emergency medical dispatch or EMD instructions in 1997. We have 8 full-time system status controllers or dispatchers and 1 full-time supervisor. We also have approximately 8 individuals who are cross-trained in our paramedic division who can function as either EMT basics or as paramedics and can also function as dispatchers. Our dispatch center has the capability of having 5 dispatching positions. We typically use 4 on a routine basis, but we can go to a 5th position, which is located in the front of the center in an overflow situation. At peak times, which we have identified as 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the afternoon, we have 3 dispatchers Monday through Friday, and off-peak times we always have 2 dispatchers in the center at all times. We have a UHF system. That's our secondary or backup system, and we have had the 800 frequency since I believe 1999, and that's our primary dispatch frequency. We dispatch all of our ambulances. We have a total of 16 ambulances. We also dispatch our courier division. Additional agencies that we dispatch would be MedForce. MedForce is the local helicopter in the Quad City region. We also do all of the emergency and non-emergency dispatch for Illini ambulance. Last year we did approximately 20,000 calls just as Medic EMS, and MedForce we've seen about a 27% increase in their call volume. AVL system, as you can see we have that displayed on a large plasma screen. AVL stands for Automatic Vehicle Location. Emergency medical dispatch is handled through the Medical Priority Dispatch System to give callers pre-arrival life-saving instructions in the event of things like cardiac arrest, choking, childbirth, and things like that. We're a secondary, primary, or public safety answering point, and so that basically means that we have a 1-button transfer from all of the primary PSAPs in our area. That would be the Davenport Police Department, the Bettendorf Police Department, and the Scott County Sheriff's Department.